Hello and welcome to Drama Recaps. Today we will delve into the 2006 biography action crime drama film named Blood Diamond. Spoilers ahead. In the middle of the Sierra Leone Civil War in 1999, the nation was torn apart by intense political conflict. Our story begins with Solomon Vandy, a simple fisherman, waking his son, Dia, to prepare for school. Living in a town named Mend, Solomon has a wife and 3 children. While returning from school one day, their peaceful life is disrupted as RUF rebels storm the village. Solomon quickly hides Dia and tries to reach his family. He's captured, but his family manages to escape. The rebels, known for their brutal tactics, attack the villagers, cutting off their hands to discourage them from participating in elections. Stronger villagers, including Solomon, are forced to work in diamond mines. These diamonds, often called blood diamonds, are then used to support the rebels' warfare, sometimes being exchanged directly for weapons. Meanwhile, in South Africa, important figures, including executives Mr. Van de Kopp and Mr. Simmons, discuss strategies to ban diamond imports from war-torn areas to stop fueling these wars. While Solomon is working under the watchful eye of the cruel Captain Poison, he comes across a unique pink diamond. He manages to hide it just before an attack by government forces. Captain Poison witnesses this, but before he can act, both of them are taken as prisoners to Freetown. In the same prison, there's Danny Archer, a former soldier from Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. He's in trouble for smuggling diamonds into Liberia, diamonds that were confiscated. Archer worked for a South African mercenary, Colonel Kozia, who was connected to the diamond company executives. Archer is desperate to repay Kozia for the lost diamonds, and overhearing Captain Poison's rant about the pink diamond gives him an idea. After being freed from prison thanks to his pilot friend, Nabil, Archer learns of the diamond company's denial of their connection to him. He devises a plan to find the hidden pink diamond, thinking it could be his ticket out of trouble. Securing some funds by selling a diamond he had hidden in his tooth, Archer then tries to buy a gun from a local bartender, setting things in motion for the rest of the tale. Archer comes across an American journalist named Maddie Bowen. Maddie is on the trail of Van de Kopp, suspecting them of supporting the rebels by buying diamonds. She figures out that Archer is a smuggler and tries to convince him to provide inside information for her investigation. However, Archer declines her proposal. Meanwhile, Solomon's son, Dia, falls into the hands of the rebels. They force him into their ranks, drug him, and brainwash him. The once innocent child becomes a ruthless soldier under the influence of Captain Poison, who's now free. After his release, Solomon, with the money Nabil gave him, searches for his family at a refugee camp. Unfortunately, he can't find any trace of them. Concurrently, Archer flies to Cape Town to meet Colonel Kozia. Kozia reveals a twisted scheme. He sells weapons to the rebels, and then is hired by the government to suppress those same rebels in return for mining rights. He also presses Archer about the pink diamond, expecting it as compensation for his seized gems. Back in Sierra Leone, Archer tries to extract information about the diamond from Solomon, who denies knowing anything. Archer's repeated encounters with Maddie lead them both into a dance, but even then, she can't get any leads on Van de Kopp from him. The situation in Freetown deteriorates as the RUF intensifies their attacks. Amidst the chaos, Archer offers Solomon a deal, help finding his family in return for the diamond. Before they can discuss further, they find themselves in the middle of a surprise rebel assault. They manage to hide till the rebels are preoccupied, then navigate their way through a guarded bridge by deceiving the rebels. Once safe in government-controlled Lungi, Archer contacts Maddie. He shares a crucial lead, a company named Tiara Diamonds, which is the secret funnel for the smuggled diamonds into Liberia. Though Van de Kopp seems unconnected, Archer reveals that they covertly own Tiara Diamonds. He offers to help Maddie uncover this, but only if she assists Solomon in locating his family using UN resources. Maddie manages to pinpoint the whereabouts of Solomon's family in a Guinea refugee camp. When they reach the camp, a touching reunion unfolds between Solomon and his family. However, Solomon quickly notices Dia's absence. His wife reveals the painful truth: their son was taken by the rebels. Frustrated, Solomon demands his family's freedom, but is met with resistance. The officials fear that among the refugees might be concealed rebels, and releases can only occur after a ceasefire. Maddie soon uncovers Archer's intentions to exploit Solomon to retrieve the precious diamond and use it as a ticket out of Africa. To navigate the challenges ahead, Archer suggests to Maddie that they pose as journalists, with Solomon acting as a cameraman, to travel with a press convoy to Kono, the location of the diamond. Maddie sets a condition: she'd help if Archer reveals the inner workings of the blood diamond trade, hoping to expose the corrupt system and curtail the flow of conflict diamonds, thereby potentially halting the ongoing war. Relenting, Archer discloses the illicit path of the diamonds. After being smuggled across borders, they land in the hands of buyers in Monrovia who bribe officials and falsely certify the diamonds as legally mined in Liberia. Once these diamonds arrive in Antwerp, they're sorted without scrutiny. By the time they're in India, they're mingled with clean diamonds, rendering them indistinguishable. In London, Simmons and the Vanda Kopp Company purchase these diamonds. They store most of them in a vault, artificially controlling supply and price. By marketing diamonds as rare and withholding a massive supply, they indirectly incentivize the ongoing conflict. Archer provides Maddie with concrete proof, urging her to only expose the information after he's secured the diamond or posthumously. Blending in as members of the media, Archer and Solomon travel with the convoy to Kono. En route, they're ambushed by the RUF rebels. They narrowly escape in a separate truck alongside Maddie, only to face another rebel assault. They divert into the woods, ditching their damaged vehicle and proceed on foot. They encounter a local militia led by Benjamin Margai, who rehabilitates former child soldiers snatched by the RUF, educating them and instilling a renewed sense of purpose. Archer informs Maddie that Benjamin has promised them safe passage to Kono due to his extensive connections with many rebels from their youth. The journey is treacherous. When they encounter child soldiers at a bridge, Benjamin's attempt to negotiate ends with him getting shot, forcing Archer to make a hasty retreat. They finally arrive at an airstrip in Kono where South African mercenaries, led by Colonel Kozia, operate. With Benjamin needing urgent medical attention, they learn about the pending military operation to reclaim Sierra Leone. As a distraction, Archer hands Maddie a book and instructs her to engage an officer in conversation, while he discreetly pilfers food and weaponry from a nearby storeroom. They bid farewell, and Maddie gives Archer her contact, hoping for his call. Maddie gets on a plane for evacuees, while the two men, Archer and Solomon, walk away from the camp. In the darkness, a suspicious truck nears. Thinking his son Dia is among the young fighters, Solomon yells out. Rebels chase them, but they hide under foliage. By morning, Archer tells Solomon to be more cautious. Reaching a village, they find it's filled with young fighters. Solomon wants to enter boldly, but Archer insists on a sneakier approach. They look, but can't find Dia, and go on. Solomon shares his dream of peace and Dia's future. After a tough journey, they get to a mine camp, the place where Solomon hid a valuable diamond. Archer contacts Colonel Kozia to bomb the place. Solomon sneaks in to find Dia before the attack. He finds Dia, but the boy doesn't recognize him due to rebel indoctrination. Captain Poison, another enemy, captures Solomon. As chaos unfolds, airstrikes hit, killing many rebels and miners. Distraught, Solomon attacks and kills Poison. Archer finds and shelters Diameter. Later, Colonel Kozia pressures Archer to get the diamond from Solomon. Archer warns Solomon about Kozia's intentions. Using Dia as leverage, they force Solomon to find the gem. Solomon tricks them and confronts Kozia. A fight ensues. Archer defeats Kozia and his men but is secretly wounded. Solomon finds the right spot and digs up the diamond. But suddenly, Dia threatens both Archer and Solomon with a gun. With words, Solomon persuades him to join them. As soldiers pursue them, they move towards an escape plan. Archer had set up a plane rescue and contacted Nabil for it. They struggled towards an airstrip on a hill. Archer, injured, cannot go on. Handing Solomon the diamond, he urges him to save Dia and himself. To cover their escape, Archer confronts the soldiers. His last act is a call to Maddie, urging her to aid Solomon. Taking in Africa's beauty, he passes away peacefully. In London, Maddie introduces Solomon to Simmons. Simmons proposes £2 million for the diamond. Solomon agrees, but on the condition of reuniting with his family. During their transaction, Maddie covertly photographs it. She later reveals the dark world of conflict diamonds through a magazine article, exposing criminal deeds. Solomon gazes at Maddie's published photo of Archer and recounts their adventure at a conference on conflict diamonds in Kimberley, South Africa. This mirrors the real Kimberley meeting in 2000, which birthed the Kimberley Process Certification Scheme. This initiative aimed to verify diamond origins to reduce conflict diamond sales.